just in my personal experience, dealing with jobs and state government, and as a person trying to work with disabilities, I would have to recommend that Social Security should somehow work alongside with the person and with the employer to ensure that the person, when they return to work, if they try to do the ticket to work, or they just get a position, that they can help the employers understand how critical it is to, in a timely manner, reasonably accommodate the person. Now, asking for an alternative work schedule, asking for an alternative days of the week, working from home, ergonomic equipment, sometimes just a chair, just the way the keyboard is set up, or the way the person uses the mouse can help with carpal tunnel and other situations, health problems and symptoms. I know that a lot of times they just kind of drop the ball. They just let the person transition into the job, but there's no follow-up. They don't find out if the person was, discriminated against. That's why they do it, because they know no one's going to check on them. And it becomes really sad when you can see how little is done at these agencies just to care about the people getting into the work environment. It's like they just kind of cut them off. They don't really care. It's like, and the way they set up the Ticket to Work program, by giving people only 9 months to transition into a job, is really kind of cruel, if you ask me, because really that's when people get off probation and they just start to establish themselves in the job and get their foot in the door, and then that's when they just basically take your protection away, and then they just you could basically lose a job, and then you lose your Social Security. So you back to back, it's like the employers set you up. I don't know if they get maybe a bonus out of it, because maybe they're paid under the table to as many people as they can get cut off of Social Security, which saves the government more money. I don't know what kind of behind the scenes deals and schemes that are going on, but something, probably could take them forever just to figure it out. But I just wanted to draw that to your attention and say, why isn't this happening? Why isn't there a consultant or some kind of person that set up to work alongside and counsel or help, maybe a social worker or something, where they can talk to the job and find out, look, I need to be accommodated. They're not accommodating me. They're treating me bad. I'm not transitioning there. I don't feel comfortable. I feel like my job's in jeopardy if I ask for this or whatever. And it needs not to be such a hostile environment. And if they knew that some government agency and authority was there backing you up and saying, look, you need to work with this person. You need to do whatever you can to make sure they can work and be independent, then they're just going to keep doing it, because they know for pretty much the lawsuits get tossed out. They know there's not a lot of attorneys that are really trying to work with people with disabilities. They know there's no organization that really is set up that's going to go in there and fight for you legally, and that you can get a discount, because they know the people on disabilities are poor, and they know they're on fixed incomes most of the time, so they don't even have that offered for you. And so they purposely kind of like do the 1-2 punch here, there, and get you. So, I just wanted to draw that to your attention and wonder, why isn't this happening? Why isn't this pretty perfectly clear? Why aren't people saying, look, we need somebody to go in there and help them? It's like you're on the front lines or something, and you're trying to get